Good evening and welcome to my end of the week recap video here for Apple and plan ahead for next week. Real quick, I did not take any new trades in Apple right now. Price action did not set up for me the way I was wanting here on Thursday. Wanted to see a break above this opening range 30-minute bar. Once it broke below it, did not reclaim it. There's absolutely no reason to even pay attention to it anymore, and it was probably going to go ahead and bounce around this 80 MA a little bit, and probably now it's going to break down below it. You can see this huge volume spike here towards the, into the close here on Friday. Probably related to the tariff news that came out. China's tariffs are going to start impacting Apple, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's enough to make the markets a little bit shaky and sell Apple off a little bit. In my opinion, it's probably just profit taking. And at which point, we're going to find support somewhere. Now, the levels I'm going to be looking for as support to go ahead and take a new trade, I'll be looking here between the 21 EMA and this basically an old retest of an old level from way back here. This flag that's been extended out, it's tested once, put in a very strong new high. It's now coming back down to see if it can test it again. So we'll see if that holds up. I will look for most likely 220 calls here in this whole range right here. It's about a $3 area to go ahead and take trades in for another push higher. If that area does not set up for me, it doesn't hold for a trade, I will look for a level down here below, which is the 50 SMA way down here about 205. Look for 205 calls about 4 weeks in the future there. At the 200 SMA, this purple line down here, I'll look for 185 calls about 4 weeks in the future. Those levels are very far down, very far below Apple. I don't foresee it happening anytime soon, but if it does, I will be ready to go ahead and take those trades. Now over here to the monthly time frame, this is a very extended chart straight up, and doesn't really look like it's willing to give up just yet, although this could be a huge blow off month, and if that occurs, I'll be extremely surprised. Anyways, monthly candle here, very nice strong move higher. Volume, at least relative to the recent months, confirms a breakout, confirms participation in the move higher, so it should be considered as a legit move in my opinion, and we're ready for another rally upwards. As I zoom here on the weekly time frame, as I've said before, we've had several flags play out. Starting back here, nice flag, chopped around, breakout higher, 1-2 candle flag, basically 2 weeks, or 1 week up, 1 week of consolidation, another week up, another week of consolidation, last week up, this week consolidation. Although this week's consolidation has a little bit more profit taking in it, so we could be ready for a pullback, which is perfectly fine. That's why I have these support levels on my intraday time frame that I will trade. As I come in here to the daily time frame, this candlestick is not near as bullish looking as the S&P 500 candle, where it at least closed green and held well above the opening price. This looks like there's going to be some momentum to the downside here for Apple, so I'm not going to be in a rush to take any trades, but if something does set up, I will gladly go ahead and take a stab at it. For right now, I'm just going to err on the side of caution for Apple and trade my support levels as such. I'm still looking for that move up to about 230 to 235. We've come very close and should continue higher here once it finds a significant level of support. Again, it's going to be, my guess is right around where the 21 EMA is in this previous uptrend breakout. So that's my trade plan for next week. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Come join us over the Trade Crew chat room. It is a free chat, and follow along with some of these trades live. Have a good weekend and good luck.